Hello, seekers of the documented and the disturbing, and a very warm welcome to our channel, Conjuring Files. We have come with another case, one that pulls us from the realm of ancient spirits and external entities, and plunges us deep into the terrifying labyrinthine corridors of the human mind. Tonight, we open a file that serves as a horrific testament to the power of shared delusion, a story where faith, fear, and mental illness collided with catastrophic consequences. This is a case where the perpetrator saw themselves not as murderers but as holy warriors, demon assassins on a divine mission. The victims? 4 innocent children, 2 of whom would not survive the ritual meant to save them. This is File Number 5, The Demon Assassins of Germantown, the case of Zakieya, Avery, and Monifa Sanford. Our file opens in the quiet middle-class suburb of Germantown, Maryland, on January 17, 2014. It was a cold winter day, the kind of day where families stay inside. A portrait of suburban tranquility. That portrait was irrevocably shattered by a frantic 911 call. A neighbor, peering into the window of the house next door, had seen something incomprehensible. A car with its door ajar, a bloody knife lying on the ground, and what looked like a body. Police officers were dispatched to the scene, bracing themselves for a violent confrontation. What they found, however, was something far more surreal and heartbreaking. Inside the home, there was no sign of a struggle, no intruder. Instead, they found 2 women, 28-year-old Zakieya Latrice Avery and 21-year-old Monifa Denise Sanford, attempting to clean blood from the floor. When officers discovered the source of the blood, the true horror of the scene became clear. In an upstairs bedroom, they found the bodies of Avery's 2 youngest children, 1-year-old Norell Harris and 2-year-old Zyana Harris. Both had been stabbed dozens of times. In another room, they found Avery's 2 older children, 5-year-old Martello and 8-year-old Tanya, critically injured with multiple stab wounds but miraculously still alive. The perpetrators were not intruders. They were the children's mother and her trusted friend. Zakieya, Avery, and Monifa Sanford were immediately arrested, and as police began their interrogation, a narrative emerged that was more bizarre and terrifying than any fictional horror story. The women were calm, lucid, and cooperative. They explained their actions with a chilling righteousness. They were not murderers, they were demon assassins. They told detectives that they had been witnessing demonic activity for days. They saw the children's eyes turn black. They saw the demons jumping from the children's bodies into their own, and then back again. They believed their home and their children were infested, and that they were the only ones who could stop this evil. This was not a simple claim of possession. It was a complex, shared delusional system. This phenomenon, known as Folie, Deux, or shared psychotic disorder, is a rare condition where 2 or more people, often in a close, isolated relationship, come to share the same delusional belief. In this case, Avery and Sanford had created a shared reality where they were holy warriors in a battle against a legion of demons that had taken root in the most innocent of vessels. The investigation revealed that this delusion had been building. The women had met at a local church group and bonded over their fervent beliefs. In the days leading up to the murders, they had isolated themselves, fasting, praying, and performing rituals. They believed the end of days was near, and that they were being called upon to prepare for spiritual warfare. On the day of the killings, they allegedly attempted a traditional exorcism. They laid hands on the children, they prayed, they commanded the spirits to leave. But in their distorted perception, the demons were too strong. They were defiant. The children's cries, their struggles, their fear, all were reinterpreted as the actions of the demons themselves. As their desperation grew, their exorcism escalated from prayer to horrific violence. They believed that by killing the children, they were not ending their lives but rather sending them to heaven, finally freeing their souls from the demonic entities that held them captive. The stabbings were, in their minds, the only way to kill the demons permanently. The details of the ordeal are harrowing. According to Monifa Sanford's later testimony, the ritual lasted for hours. They started with the youngest, Norell. When they believed the demon in him was dead, they moved to Zyana. They then attacked the 2 older children. The only reason the two older children survived was due to a moment of confusion. After stabbing them, the women believed the demons had been vanquished. They then began the process of cleaning themselves and the children, preparing them for what they believed was their ascent to heaven. When police arrived, they found the two deceased children washed and placed in their beds as if they were merely sleeping. This grotesque attempt at post-mortem care only underscored the depth of their delusion. They truly did not believe they had done anything wrong. They believed they had performed a necessary, albeit tragic, spiritual service. The legal proceedings focused immediately on the women's mental state. Both Zakieya Avery and Monifa Sanford were charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. Their defense was clear from the start. Not criminally responsible, Maryland's equivalent of the insanity defense. This plea acknowledges that the defendant committed the act but argues that due to a severe mental illness or defect, they were unable to understand the wrongfulness of their actions or conform their conduct to the requirements of the law. The prosecution did not contest the plea. Extensive psychiatric evaluations were conducted. Avery was diagnosed with a severe psychotic disorder, with some experts pointing to postpartum psychosis, which had potentially been exacerbated by her relationship with Sanford. Sanford was also diagnosed with a severe psychotic disorder, confirming the Folie Deux hypothesis. The court, presented with overwhelming psychiatric evidence, accepted their pleas. In February 2015, both women were found not criminally responsible for the murders and attempted murders. They were not sent to prison. Instead, they were committed indefinitely to a maximum security state psychiatric hospital, where they would receive treatment until they are deemed no longer a danger to themselves or others. The case of Zakieya Avery and Monifa Sanford is a profound tragedy that sits at the terrifying crossroads of mental illness and extreme religious belief. This file is not about the documented presence of external demons. It is about the catastrophic power of the demons within the human psyche. It shows how the mind, when broken and isolated, can construct its own reality, a reality where the most horrific act of violence can be twisted into an act of salvation. The true victims here are the children, Norell and Zyana, whose lives were stolen by the very person who should have been their ultimate protector, and Martello and Tanya, who survived the unthinkable left to carry the physical and emotional scars of their mother's holy war. This file serves as a chilling reminder that the human mind, in its capacity for belief, also holds a terrifying capacity for delusion, one that can be just as deadly as any entity conjured in lore. Thank you for joining us for this deeply unsettling investigation here at Conjuring Files. We know these cases are difficult, but we believe it is crucial to document and understand these real-world events. If you found this report informative and believe in the importance of documenting these stories, please help encourage our channel, give this video a like, share it with others who are interested in complex true crime, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you are notified every time we open a new, chilling file. Till then, take care of your good self. God bless you all.